Jay Jaitley, social and political activist, and Sanjay Jha, co-founder of HamaraCongress.com. Dr. Chandan Mitra, my first question is to you, Member of Parliament of the BJP. Do you take this seriously, the charges which have come out against Rajiv Gandhi today?
Look, let me at the outset say that WikiLeaks has to be taken, whatever they say, has to be taken with a pinch of salt.
Right.
Because they only reproduce some cables sent from here and there. And while there is some substance always in what they say, because the proverb goes, there is no smoke without fire. But it is very difficult to prove what is proved. Therefore, I am not one to jump to any conclusions or make denunciations on the basis of WikiLeaks. But under the larger point, and frankly the only point I want to make, is that the revelations today are largely academic, because after all this company did not win the deal. And secondly, however, it just shows that if this is true, then this whole concept of the family deciding defense contracts has been a long-running phenomenon. That Bofors was not a trap Mr. Rajiv Gandhi innocently walked into, as many people have tended to believe, that there was a continuity. And that continuity we see right through in the Augusta Westland dealings. So, but all this is subject to being proved. And I think this needs to be clarified. The Congress should clarify. And whenever, if investigations are required, they must be ordered.
No, but similarly, I mean, I don't know, Mr. Chandan Mitra, don't take it otherwise, but I suspect that the fact that you have gone soft today on this issue is because, of the reference in the other cable to George Fernandez, who was defense minister with the NDA government, and also because in a previous cable, I'm not mistaken, former Prime Minister's from the BJP's son-in-law was also mentioned in one of the wikis earlier. So, you are on the back foot and you can't go all out against the Congress party much as you would want to, Mr. Chandan Mitra, on this subject.
I mean, look,
so, you are in touchy ground.
Right through has been, no, Arnab, please. My position all through has been that there is, WikiLeaks is only a tip-off. It is like a source, kind of pointing to something that could have happened.
Sir?
But unless it is proved, you cannot make a substantial political statement out of it.
No, sir.
I mean, whether it pertains to NDA or pertains to UPA,
sir, the fact is,
WikiLeaks is not something that you have to take entirely at face value.
Yes, but the fact is that the Americans have often in the past, who have been hit the most, Sanjay Jha. My next question is to you. They've been hit the most by the cables. They've said it endangers people, but not once have they questioned its authenticity.
No, to each their own.
That only goes on to prove that the veracity of the cables cannot be questioned. Your response to Rajiv Gandhi's name coming up.
No, I'll tell you what.
No, Rajiv Gandhi's name coming up, from which Chandan Mitra draws a few conclusions about. One second. Chandan Mitra wants to elaborate on the Rajiv Gandhi angle. Yes, go ahead, Chandan Mitra.
Yeah, no, just one point. No, not that. I'm saying the veracity of the cables are not doubted. Yeah, of course. Some US diplomats from here must have sent those cables. I'm not questioning the veracity.
No, why would
did the US diplomat have sufficient reason or sufficient proof before he put all this?
So you are then you are taking a line that's contrary to your party spokesperson who says this is a big deal. My question can be, why would the Americans utter a falsehood? Business and commercial interests are on hold.
No more.
Huh? No, business and commercial interests are on hold here.
Arnab, let me try and answer that. Also don't forget that this was a time when the Indo-US relations, and we can't ignore that political context, was very, very frosty. Also at a time when, you had Cold War rhetoric was at its peak. Now, that's a background that we should definitely understand.
No,
India and US,
this is Kissinger files. The point is the cable says, the cable says, one minute, the cable talks about the political influence of Rajiv Gandhi.
I'm answering that.
1 minute. Even if Rajiv was not in active politics at a time, do you doubt that he had direct access to the decision maker at that point of time, that is the Prime Minister? So the cables reveal that Indira Gandhi was playing an active role in deciding the deal. So don't people have a right to know whether the Prime Minister's office was indeed used or misused by an important person to push a deal through?
I'll give you two examples here to tell you why this looks extremely a punctured kind of a cable. I'll give you two examples. Number one, at the outset, I must put it upfront for everybody on your channel to know that the Congress party has completely denied the veracity or the credibility of this as complete
No,
hogwash.
part of their argument has also been whether the BJP will accept what is said about George Fernandes.
Yeah, no, I'm coming to the second
So
point.
they have used the BJP's weakness.
No, I'm coming to the second critical point. If you look at the cables, one of the cables says that the Prime Minister of India at that point, Mrs. Gandhi, is prejudiced against the British. Subsequently, as we discover, the deal goes to British Jaguar. That goes to tell you that these are nothing but an individual's assumptions. If you just follow the actual consequence vis-a-vis what was being projected, you can see the inconsistency. No, let me explain one more point. Just one more point. And we can conclude there. The fact that at that point Rajiv Gandhi is not even there in public life.
So what?
He's perhaps 28.
So what?
1 minute, let me explain to you.
So what?
Let me explain to you. A lot of the diplomatic offices all over the world operate on dropping names.
Please.
They love to explain political contacts. They look at something cosmetic and pass it off as a highly overweighted assessment of a situation. So we cannot read much into it. I agree with Chandan. This is not a charge. This is somebody's assumption. They are free to make it, but it has nothing substantive. The deal, if it had gone to the other party, maybe one could have said, well, was there an influence? Maybe one could have thought about it.
You know,
but there is no logic.
All these arguments don't hold. Neither does this whole argument that it's been 40 years. Time does not determine authenticity.
Time. There is no substance in the argument. There is no substance. Well, the deal went to British Jaguar and they said Mrs. Gandhi actually does not want the British to get it. What does it mean? It means that a decision was taken that was dispassionate and the interest of the nation.
Would you also say that all that WikiLeaks mentioned about a former BJP Prime Minister's son-in-law was also not accurate?
So that is for Mr. Chandan Mitra
to explain.
Why wouldn't you say that? I can't explain
why wouldn't you say? Would you also say that all that has been said about George Fernandes is not accurate?
Okay, let me tell you.
Would you say that it is wrong in those WikiLeaks cables to say that George Fernandes went to the French embassy asking for CIA help against the Congress? Tell me where you stand.
I'll tell you where I stand. I do believe that when there was this statement made, and I'm not referring to this particular one, about Mr. L.K. Advani and I think Seshadri Chari telling somebody in a wiki cable that actually the BJP wanted to support the Indo-US nuclear deal but did not do so only because they wanted to score political points. You know, end of day, Congress did not make a big hullabaloo because we also took as a party a mature decision that these are nothing but individual opinions and they don't have so much material value. And I'm glad Chandan is echoing the same sentiment today.
My question to you, I basically find today that all of Delhi's political circles and national political circles are saying, let's not take WikiLeaks too seriously or we'll all get damaged. Jaya Jaitley, in another cable which is very detailed, are details of George Fernandes's meetings with the French, I think, defense attaché, in which it is said that he was actually asking for funds from the CIA to fuel anti-government sabotaging activities. You've seen the report, haven't you?
Yeah. Yes, I have. Well, I would start by saying that I have had a lot of faith in WikiLeaks. I still do, because I believe the work that they're doing is good. They may get bits and pieces of information. They are themselves not analyzing anything. Neither are they creating this information. So we can't just throw WikiLeaks out of the window because they are in the process of creating a revolution in the information age. I fully support what they do. Now, about these two reports, there are lots of very interesting things. Both don't have any conclusions that would indict either Rajiv Gandhi or George Fernandes. Both have completely different reasons for being involved, if at all they have been doing any of this activity. Because Rajiv Gandhi would have been doing it as a deal, which is a business enterprise and which is probably for funding their family politics or whatever. He was not a public figure, but he was certainly close enough to one to have credibility if he was involved.